What's up, professionals? Sparks here, and as of this morning, of April 5th, 2016, the new Tornado was released on GTA 5 online. So I'm going to do a quick run through of the new options and give it a quick test spin around the area. Now, as you can see, I just got the hydraulics. This car cost $30,000 originally, and then $375,000 to upgrade. So, unless you're sitting on quite a bank, I would probably pass it up. As you can see, you could do the front bumpers, the back bumpers, but to me, I thought the spare tire on the back bumper just looked so ugly how it wrapped around. So, as you can see, they've got of course, the wheel covers. They added this little aluminum plate to the front of it, which looks pretty cool, but just adds a little bit of extra chrome. Those are ridiculous. It looks like I've got tennis balls on my antenna, so I'm going to pass on that for now. Regular antennas works for me. I'm going to go to the trim. You can change all of the little side panels there, which is pretty cool, but there's really not that many options, unfortunately. If you want my honest opinion on this car, it was kind of a letdown. I personally thought we would be able to do more, and I was personally hoping that with an engine that size, this car would be faster. But as you will see in the test in a minute or so, that it really does not live up to the performance that I'd hoped at all. The thing's just slides everywhere, it's got horrible brakes, and it's got absolutely no power to it. So, I mean, if you want my honest opinion on this car, unless you really like the style, or the vinyl, or the body type, or something like that, I'd say pass. It's just not worth it. You're spending over $500,000 for upgrades and all that garbage for a car that can barely go 85 miles an hour, which, if you ask me, is an absolute atrocity considering what kind of style car this is. Like, I know this is like a knockoff version of a Bel Air, probably a 56 because it's covered in chrome, but I'm sorry, but a 56 Bel Air should have way more power than this. So, unfortunately, this is probably one of my least favorite lowriders to come out, which is a shame because I've been looking forward to this car for quite a long time. Anyone that follows me knows that for a while, the only thing I would buy is basically vehicles from the 1960s and earlier, because to me, that is where all the style was. You look at the vehicles nowadays and they all just blend in together. They look like garbage, whereas you go back to the old school days and they all actually had some sort of distinct look to them. They all had a personality. So that's basically the only reason I bought this car, because I thought, why not? I thought it'd be cool, might be worth it. I mean, it is technically a muscle car, so I figured it would have some sort of power to it, but I guess I was horribly wrong on that. But as you can see here, these are the colors I'm going to check through. I went with the girl vinyl for now. I may change that in the future. A, depending on how I feel about it after I'm done with this, or B, depending on how many people I actually see driving with the same vinyl. Because, as you know, I'm not one of those people to try and copy the same thing that everyone else does. So usually if someone's got multiple vehicles that look like mine, I'll alter something or change a quick thing to make it look my own again. But I'm gonna go through the paints real quick. Honestly, I couldn't find one to really go with this vinyl, so that's why I might end up changing it at some point, because I don't understand why for Rockstar, when you put Midnight Purple primary, then when you go to the pearlescent, it still keeps it with the same crappy color. Like, it doesn't technically give you a pearlescent, it just says, hey, there's already a purple on here, just leave it at that. It's like, no, I want so much more. But you can see the interior. I kind of skipped the main interior, like the steering wheel, the ornaments, the the dashboard and stuff like that, because we've all seen that garbage before. It doesn't really change much. They did give us some camo type like trimmings, if you can see there, so it's weird. It looks like a Minecraft sort of block to it, so I couldn't go with that. I ended up going with the crocodile, I believe, on the roof, and I also believe I went with crocodile inside because it just has the hex pattern, so it doesn't look too bad, whereas I didn't really want the zebra or the leopard or any of that stuff inside this car because to me it looked really tacky on most things. The only reason I did it on a couple cars was because Plum had no idea what to do with it, so that's just what it ended up with. But as you can see, this is pretty much the finished product I'm going to have. You go into the trunk. I didn't like those. If you're going to put pinstriping against the back wall of the car, you probably shouldn't cover it with speakers, because then that just completely defeats the purpose of paying for it. So I'm going to go down, windows, wheels, change the wheels real quick, throw on. One thing I have to say, Rockstar, I don't understand why when you put on these new Benny's rims, the tire options are only white wall, medium white wall, large white wall, red wall, or blue wall. Because to me, I feel like there should at least be the sidewall color for the main colors that you have, like the pink, the purple, the blue, the yellow, the orange, the red, the green, but for some reason they got lazy and only decided to give us 2. So that was another letdown, if you ask me. Rockstar needs to put that out in the next update, because I want better sidewall colors for my cars. Because if you're going to keep giving us these stupid frickin' lowriders instead of actually giving us what we want, you could at least upgrade to things that we do actually want for that vehicle. Like, I want new sidewalls. I'd much rather have a truck update, but I don't see Rockstar doing that. A, because of the fact of they're stupid and they don't seem to listen to anything that I tell them to do, and B, our garages wouldn't be able to fit a freaking truck that big, because I'm assuming that they never had that thought in their mind when they first made the game, which is a real shame when 2/3 of the island is nothing but mountains, and then you've got 2 to 3 vehicles that can actually climb said mountains. But as you can see, those were all the options for this car that I could show you easily. So I'm going to go on a test drive real quick and show you just how lame this car really is, because the brakes are absolutely horrible. It's got no power and it just slides all over the place. So do what you want, think what you want. If you want to buy it, buy it. My personal suggestion, probably save your money unless you're a really big fan of the Bel Air, because it's kind of a waste of money. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button or comment with your opinions of this vehicle, and sub to my channel if you want to see more update stuff like this, random highlights I make, or other Let's Plays that I'm starting to put out soon. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.